Hello, it is Sunday, December 22nd, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Sunday crossword today, which means we're going to be solving a big Sunday grid with a theme and a title. Go with the flow. No idea what that means just yet, but we'll find out soon enough. And this soon-to-be-revealed edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Alex, Kathleen Quinn, and, as always, the indomitable Shoalmaster, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the inexplicable Chris Ward. Thank you so much to the 5 of them benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign for their generous support. They do sustain this channel. They keep it going day by day, and for that, I'm very grateful. They even keep it going while I'm traveling, which I will be at the time this video comes out. So I'm solving it late the night before, so bear with me. I might be a bit tired. We'll see if we can get through it at a reasonable pace. And it's these patrons who encourage me to do that. So thank you to them. Thanks to everybody who supports the channel at any capacity. And if you'd like to do so, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, which will take you to the bonus videos available to patrons and for benefactors like those 5 I mentioned, the official Let's Check the Crosses mug. Thanks again to all of the patrons. And thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which is a big help. And you can also join that Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. So let's get straight onto the puzzle, shall we? It's entitled Go with the Flow. It's by Adrian Johnson, who's constructed around 10 puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano, and it will have a theme. It'll have some kind of theme that is relevant to this title. We'll find out what, hopefully soon. Let's start solving. Oh, wow. This is it feels like a very airy grid, doesn't it? Very open, very, very long answers in here. Wow. Anyway, reality show about the perils of crabbing in the Bering Sea. Right. The problem is I have absolutely no idea if this is a real show or a kind of punny thing for the purpose of the theme or just a punny answer. My guess is that if I had to guess, I would think it's probably real because there's no question mark. Usually if they were creating a fictional show for the purpose of a pun or something, there'd be a question mark on there, but unfortunately it doesn't help me answer it. Shipwreck's resting place with the what? The deeps, the fathom? That doesn't really work. The shipwreck's resting place. The depths, maybe? That could be it. Group that's a year above 41 across. Okay, is this going to be seniors and then this will be juniors maybe? Group that's a year below. I mean, I assume so because of the S that's here. Yeah, I don't see what else would fit in 3 letters each, so I think that's probably right. Sitters on the farm. Hens sitting on their eggs, I suppose. Sporty car roof options. T-tops. There we go. If there were an official car roof option of the New York Times, it would certainly be the T-top, which is a kind of convertible roof that you don't really see very often on cars anymore, I wouldn't think. English city in the county of Devon. The county of Devon. Down in the southwest, what would that be? English city. What would the city be down there? It's probably very obvious, and I just can't think of it. Sorry. Garments with strings. Garments with strings. Aprons. You tie an apron. Makes like a melting icicle. Drips. Yeah, it would drip as it melts. You shouldn't settle for it. Don't settle for less, they often say. That could be it. This looks like express, maybe? Yes, fast lane express something. God forbid. Oh, this is Exeter. Sorry. Exeter in Devon. There we go. In Devonshire, I guess, to be more precise. So God forbid would be perish the thought. Yes, that works. So this looks like deadly something. Reality show about it says perils of crabbing. So yeah, deadly something. Oh no, maybe not. Deadlier or deadliest maybe? Well, kinda-ish, you could say. It's sort of true. It's true-ish. One named singer of 2008's American Boy. I do not know. Do not recognize that. Hybrid dog breed with curly hair. No idea. Master's musts. What must a master do? Master. I guess it could be, what, a master's degree, maybe? I'm not really sure what this is. Thesis, maybe? Theses? You have to prepare a thesis for a master's degree, I suppose. So yeah, and it's plural, so it could be theses. Whale constellation, Cetus? Is that right? This suffix could be wrong here. So, yeah, well, this looks good actually, because if something is going to subsequently occur, it's going to ensue. It'll happen afterwards. Sheets of floating ice. Ice flows. What about this? To feel sore is to ache. Express. Fast lane in a supermarket or something. Express checkout. That's what it is. If you have, 12 items or fewer or whatever the limit is. One named singer of 2008's American Boy. I mean, it looks like Estelle. I don't recognize that as the name of a singer, but it is certainly a name. Deadliest Catch. I think I have heard of that, maybe. Let's see. Feel sores to ache. Despot's undoing is a coup. I'm sorry, my phone's going off. You could have a coup d'état to take down an authoritarian ruler. Annual science fiction awards, the Hugo Awards, are awarded to science fiction books, I think. What a waltzer counts to? Well, a waltz musically is in 3/4 time typically, so it's there'll be, well, not typically, I mean definitionally, so there'll be 3 beats per bar, so you might count to 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A motion picture. A tearjerker? Yeah, that'll be it. A film that makes you cry. Biore product. Sorry, I have to just turn this off. Biore product could be pore cleanser, pore strip. Is that the one where you sort of stick it on? Okay. Shanghai or Shenzhen. Seaports. So maybe it says or, so we're only referring to either Shanghai or Shenzhen. So we wouldn't pluralize this. That's an easy thing to get tripped up on. But it's a good thing to bear in mind. And tradition at the end of a graduation ceremony. The hat toss, when the graduates all throw their hats up in the air, maybe after defending your thesis. Second smallest U.S. state capital by population after I always forget if this is Montpellier or Montpelier. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Second smallest U.S. state capital. I don't know. I have no idea. What would be a very small state? Rhode Island, Wyoming have small populations. I don't know. Like new matches. Unlit, I suppose, yeah. Out of step, maybe? If you're out of step with someone, you're sort of not on their wavelength. Apple cores for short. Oh, this is maybe not hat toss. Is it cap toss? They're called caps, not hats, I suppose, in this context. Because Apple cores would be CPUs. I think it means Apple computers, so central processing units. Ain't No Sunshine, that's a classic song by Bill Withers, 1971, I guess. And second smallest, Pierre. What is that? Is that North Dakota, maybe? I'm not sure, but at least I recognize it as the name of a state capital, but I can't be certain about the state, but it's clearly the answer. To wipe out at one's desk, say, to erase something, I suppose, to wipe it off, I guess that's what that is getting at. Trades, jabs, if in boxing, for instance, you spar. Rhyming toys with colored pegs, I don't know what that is. Hybrid dog breed with curly hair. Schnauzer or Schnoodle, maybe? It'll have to be a hybrid, so it'll sound like two. So it could be a Schnauzer Poodle hybrid, I suppose. Not heard of that one, but why not? So this probably is Estelle. Vaqueros ties. That's like a sort of cowboy kind of figure, so maybe a bolo tie. That kind of string tie that's, common in sort of Western settings. Any of the meats in a turducken, e.g., or a fowl, because it's what a what in a what in a what? It's a duck and a chicken and a turkey, maybe? Anyway, they're all foul. Cut down, well, you know what I mean. Cut down, hewed like a tree. Cocktail made from peach nectar and prosecco. Oh, a Bellini. Yeah, I don't know that I've ever had a Bellini actually, but anyway. Solidify as a jiggly dessert. It'll gel. Will sort of take shape. Members of a publishing dynasty. Hearsts. So Hearst, the Hearst. Who is it? Was it William Randolph Hearst? Was that the sort of founder of that empire? The publisher on whom Citizen Kane was partially based. Anyway, I think that's the answer. Rhyme for soul in Frosty the Snowman. Oh, coal. I don't remember what the full rhyme is, but that sounds right to me from the song, the Christmas song, Frosty the Snowman. A relaxed gait could be a gallop. It's too fast. Ski lodge beverages, cocos maybe. After skiing, that would be a nice après-ski drink. Amusement park attraction that often ends in a splash, a log ride, sort of floating logs that go through a water-based ride. Relaxed gait, what is that? I don't know. Oh, maybe this is gel with a J, because then relaxed gait, jogging or something, jog, don't know. Pretends all is well, acts natural maybe? No, acts something. A jog trot maybe? Not familiar with that as a compound phrase, but it looks plausible. New Mexico's Taos Pueblo? Drink made with steamed milk. A latte, yeah, it is that. Because a latte is made with steamed milk. Latin is est, right? Like id est, for instance. Okay, so wrap sheets or tortillas, so you might make a wrap, a sort of wrapped sandwich with tortillas. Chain store that sells many of its items for $1.25, curiously. It must be Dollar Tree. That's the name of a dollar store chain. I mean, it kind of stands to reason that eventually inflation would mean you'd no longer really be able to maintain selling everything for $1. Pretends all is well. Oh, acts normal. That'll be what it is. Most populous city in the European Union, Berlin. There we go. No longer the city of London here. Well, no longer London post Brexit. One catching bugs. A beekeeper, I guess? No. I don't know. Rhyming toys with colored pegs. I'm not sure what that is either. We're being framed. It's a setup. Yeah, there we go. Godsends. Godsends are lifesavers. There we go. Party game in which participants try to identify a secret assassin. That's Mafia. Classic group party game. Travel size makeup bag. A vanity, case maybe? A vanity bag. I'm not sure. Align as audio to video to sync it up. Which I occasionally have to do with these videos when something goes wrong. Some volunteer babysitters, aunts maybe, just family members. Bits of trivia could be facts. Windows might be found on these. They might be found on PCs, personal computers. Demanding sorts are divas, probably. So it is vanity case. Okay, so that's fine. Many a Christmas tree is a fir tree. That's pretty common. And part of many an anniversary celebration. Not sure. Sweats. Could be sweats as a verb. Could be a noun. Could be like sweatpants or something. But perspires. Maybe it just means just the normal meaning of sweats as a verb. That seems fine. Doo-wops, Sha-Na Na, the band. And then 60 Minutes journalist Leslie. Oh, Leslie Stahl. It's a television journalist with the investigative program 60 Minutes. One catching bugs. Oh, beta tester. It's not insects. It's someone finding glitches in software in the beta stage. Rhyming toys with colored pegs are, I still can't see this, rentals at a bowling alley. You rent shoes, bowling shoes at a bowling alley. And letter before iota must be theta. Does not work with this. 1/48th of a cup, abbreviation, ridiculous measurement system. Must be teaspoons, I guess. Drink brand with lizards in its logo. Oh, Sobe. Those were huge, like, trendy thing ages ago, I remember. Rhyming toys with colored pegs. Oh, light brights, right. That sort of electricity-based toy where you sort of make designs with lit-up pegs. Protest that goes nowhere. Oh, a sit-in. It literally goes nowhere because the point is to stay in one place and sit there. Frozen yogurt chain with a fruity name. Oh, Pinkberry. Speaking of things that were kind of trendy years ago. I guess I assume they're still around. I haven't seen them recently. Sport with a chair umpire. Tennis. You do see the person sitting in the chair in a tennis match. Part of many an anniversary celebration. Dinner date, maybe? Dudes abide by it. The bro code, I suppose. And part of a jail cell could be iron something? Prominent feature of Rudolph. Yes, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, famously. So a red nose is the answer. Jungle warning. I don't know. Briefly. Not sure about that. Textile with roots in the Scottish Highlands, tartan, which I think its association with the sort of idea of clans having their own tartan, I think is actually kind of a Victorian era invention as opposed to something particularly ancient. But anyway, it's still the answer to this clue. Jungle warning, I don't know what that's about. Online initialism of excitement could be WTF maybe, or more sardonic. No. More sardonic. Oh, you're more wry. You're wryer. Oh, this is FTW, for the win. I guess coincidentally, backwards initialism of what I had said. Briefly is for a sec or something? For a bit. And then this is an iron bar, which is part of a jail cell. Fair enough. So roar is the jungle warning. I see. Okay. You hear tiger or something. Okay, so the souvenir from an international vacation maybe is a coin, okay, in a different currency. And then multitude is a host, whole lot of things. Hula swayers could be hips. You maybe sway your hips when you're dancing a hula or something. Way to be brushed or pulled. You could be brushed aside or pulled aside. Foldable parts of some cars. The rear seats, maybe, they fold down to get more storage space. Blank pan, a crepe pan, if you wanted to make, crepes, little thin pancakes. Small plant germ, a seedling or seedlet or something. That sounds right. We'll see if that works. Stopping points for runners are bases, right? So runners in a baseball game, I think that would be. Expensive appetizer, caviar, I suppose, is a very expensive appetizer. Brought to tears, say. Not sure. Transported as by water. Boated? I don't know. Let's go back up here. Widely shared, say. Oh, it went viral online. It was widely shared. Space station from 1986 to 2001 is Mir, which means peace in Russian, or world, I think, as well. Blank X, Malcolm X, maybe, the civil rights leader. Medicare section that covers ambulance services. Oh, I don't actually know the different parts here, but Part A or Part B, I think Medicare, which is a government healthcare program in the United States, has sort of different parts. I don't know enough about how it functions, to be honest with you, to explain it. Head to toe Islamic garment. A burqa, so it could be Part B. Let's see. Burqa is one of those words with a few sort of valid transliterated spellings into English. So let's see here. Only African nation where Spanish is an official language, Equatorial Guinea. Oops. There we go. Okay. So it is Burka spelled this way in that case. Dia de los Muertos prop, a skull probably, Mexican Day of the Dead. And then fully fill is to, I don't know, court staffers or clerks. What kind of them? I don't know. This looks like Belarus. Yes, neighbor of Latvia would be Belarus. Alloy containing tin would be, what am I thinking of here? I can't think what this metal is. I have it in my, it's sort of in my head, and I can't force it out of my mind for some reason. Pewter, that's, took ages. Okay, there we go. Court staffers are law clerks. There we go. That's what it is. Or clerks, depending on your dialect. Cats do it with their tongues. They bathe, right? They sort of groom themselves. 8 in Italian is otto. And then without a clue, if you have no clue, you could say you're lost. And then author Shel Silverstein, who wrote Where the Sidewalk Ends, I think, for instance, that collection, which I think I read as a child. Without a clue, we solved that, lost. 1 of 4 for FDR, right? The only U.S. president to have served 4 terms, not 4 complete terms, but 3 complete and then some. Second place finish would be It's a pun of some kind, I'm not sure. Fully fill, holiday in which bancheng cakes are eaten, Tet, I would think. Let's see if that's right. They're usually written in December. Letters to Santa would be written in December typically, unless I guess you're very ahead of the game. Okay, French for death would be mort, obviously related to the English words like mortal or things like that. Mortality. Brought to tears, say. Moved. Someone, right, okay, I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but yes, you were moved, you were brought to tears, you were emotionally affected. Transported as by water, borne on the water, I suppose. And this looks like alternate. Second place finish. And then what was this? Fully fill. I misspelled equatorial. Sorry about that. As in, that should have been obvious because it's, essentially the same word as equator. So to fully fill would be to sate. You say, I'm fully filled, I'm sated. So then alternate, second place finish. Alternate, I'm not sure. Prefix with graphic, geographic, that's what it is. And then revs as an engine. You could gun the engine, rev the engine. And then object of knightly quests could be the Holy Grail. King Arthur and such might be searching for the Holy Grail. Surrealist Kahlo, Frida Kahlo, the artist. Alternate ending, second place finish. I see. So finish is an ending to a story or something. You could have an alternate ending and it's the second place one, I guess. Jazz standard with the lyric, I'm so tired of paying my dues. Monin by Charles Mingus. That's a great recording. Cry during an argument between siblings. Might cry for mom. To adjudicate. To get acclimated could be to orient yourself. And then public squares are fora, right? So the plural of forum. And then Spanish city where Picasso was born, Malaga. I didn't know Picasso was born in Malaga, but anyway, there we go. And that's it. That felt like it went pretty quick, actually, for a Sunday puzzle. I suppose my observation at the beginning that we have lots of long answers, I guess that means it probably had fewer total answers than a Sunday puzzle ordinarily would. Wait, why does it go with the flow? Wait, what's the theme? Sorry. Sorry, I just realized I have no idea what the theme is. Maybe there isn't one. Maybe it's sort of just flowing throughout the grid. I mean, if you sort of look at the way the grid is constructed and how the black cells are disposed, we have a kind of, I don't know, they're almost sort of like waves or a sort of even maybe a kind of whirlpool. Go with the flow. I don't think there's a theme here. I mean, we certainly didn't have a theme revealer. I mean, maybe things related to water because we had deadliest catch and we had something about the sea somewhere. I don't think so. I think I'm grasping at straws here. Lifesavers, like on a boat, I guess. I don't think so. Oh, seaport, maybe. Flows, like ice flows, right? I don't know, maybe. I don't think that's really a theme, though, in the sort of New York Times crossword sense of a theme. I think it might be, I think we have had at least one unthemed Sunday puzzle since I've started doing this series. I remember this happening at least once before, and it might have happened again now. Do let me know if I'm missing something here about the theme, but I think this might be a themeless Sunday puzzle, and go with the flow, I think just sort of refers to either the sort of flow of solving the crossword, but also I think the way that the grid is illustrated. I think it just kind of looks like flowing waves or maybe rolling dunes or something, or a whirlpool, an eddy. But there we have it. That's that. That was the Sunday crossword. Went by much more quickly than a typical Sunday. And let me know how you fared with this one, and if you have any theme revelations for me. But I'll be back tomorrow with what should be an even quicker puzzle that should definitely have a theme tomorrow for Monday. So join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Sunday. Take care.